So my azalea is trimmed, and hopefully it'll do better. It had some spots in it that were dead this year. This all needs to be deadheaded, which I just did not that long ago. And the hydrangeas are gorgeous, but this all needs to be trimmed back. My mums are starting to blossom, so they'll be in bloom soon. And this is just, the longer and older this rose bush, it's a knockout rose, pink, the longer it's in here, the more it gets red flowers, just like this other one. So that is so interesting. Anywho, here's my miniature rose. It's a carpet rose. It's an orange. And I really took a lot out of the center to let air circulate through. This is going to be a pink hydrangea. It's actually a strawberry sundae, I think it's called. When it gets the blossoms, and I just planted this like a month ago. When it gets blossoms, they'll be white and kind of green and then go to pink. So that should be interesting. This is actually a blue hydrangea. This never has happened. This is October, I think, 14th, 2024, Baltimore, Maryland, zone 7B, 8A. This rose bush I actually found when this was hedges over here. So I don't even know how old this is, but it's a small miniature little rose, and it blooms once in April. And it's October, so that's how crazy the weather's been. And anyway, so my artichokes have been here a couple of years now. This cherry tree is from my original cherry tree that was over here, and it died. I have a lot of clay in my ground. And I guess the roots, once they wrap around, kills the tree. But when making a nice shadow, when I picked all the cherry pits, this tree came out growing from one of the pits. So I stuck it in there. This is the first year for my David Austin rose. This is an Eden rose. It just had some blooms on it. And I noticed that maybe it's because it's the first year. I bought 3 David Austin roses, and they're all very small blossoms, maybe until they get established, I guess. This is a test of the Duberville, and that's a white with pink. And then up here on this atrium is a white seedless Concord grape. This is some heather over here. Lavender, I'm sorry, I always want to call it heather. It's lavender. And this is oregano or oregano. These are some irises. The butternut squash never did anything. My, goodness gracious, I'm going to forget what these are called. I'll come back to it. These are strawberries. They're a different strawberry. Oh, and I'm running out of battery. But basically, what I wanted to record was that pink rose up there that's flowering. This is going to be today's project after I just got done finished mowing and weed whacking. And this has the dirt in here. And I'm going to put garlic, some crocus, so I can have the stamens that will make a nice rice, a yellow rice from the, oh gosh, what is that called? The stamen of the crocus that is so expensive when you buy it in the store. Lord, I must have worked too hard. My Brussels sprouts never did any good because there was this bug on them. Strawberries, I need to weed all this as well. echinacea, well, thanks, something returned. And saffron is going to go in there. Saffron, and the stamen of the crocus is saffron, which is a very expensive spice, and that's what's going over there. Echinacea is what's here. I might throw some of these up in the front flower bed. Strawberries, blueberries, apple tree I just trimmed up. I've been eating a few, well, not tomatoes, but figs. And this has still got figs. This had a lot of figs. This was the original plant, and it looks like it's, yeah, I can pull that down if I tried hard enough. I don't want to do it right now, though. Still lots of tomatoes. All of this came back up from tomatoes that were in here. But this is my asparagus bed. So once I see how far these tomato bushes, and again, it's October, not spring, but all this just grew. And these look like they're little tomatoes. So anyway, so this is an asparagus bed, and this is asparagus. These tomatoes were over there and just fell over to over here. I wish I knew what this is. I was hoping it was either my pomegranate or my kiwi that I put in here once upon a time, but I don't know. I need to pull this out and grind it up. It's horseradish. My olive tree, I didn't get any olives this year, but it's grown quite a bit. Basil, I'm going to try some tea tonight. My blackberry, my pear tree, never got a pear. I did get blackberries, and this is a rose that my aunt gave to my grandmother, my great aunt gave to my grandmother, and I think I need to trellis this and make it into a climber, because it just seems to want to keep getting bigger and bigger. It's got to be 75 years old. 2 blueberry bushes here. Weigelia. Pecan tree. Never got a pecan. The squirrels got them all. My butterfly bush. This was a yellow one. I think my green peppers and my banana peppers are done. Eggplant still has some blossoms. I have no idea what this stuff is, and I really need to pull it out. My grapes were mostly on top of my porch, so I never really got any of those. This is my other David Austin rose, and again, this is just 1 year old. Ooh, and look at that little wormy thing in there. Oh, so, and I threw my coffee in here, so that darkness is probably my coffee grinds. But look at that worm. Oh, you're gone. So this was the Aldwick rose. And again, first year, so I guess that's why they're so small. This is a star rose I got up in Pennsylvania. It's not a David Austin rose. It is, I don't even know what it's called, Candy. Candy Sunblaze. It's a star rose. Candy Sunblaze. And it's white and pinks and reds. I pulled the raspberries out of there. Put that over here. This is spearmint. And this a friend gave me is a chocolate mint. So oregano over here. Parsley, rosemary I need to stick in the ground. It doesn't do well in pots. So anyway, banana trees that don't give me bananas, but they give me shade. They keep it cool under the porch, and they make it very tropical. So thanks for coming along on the mid-October garden tour. Peace.